Hello there and welcome, you amazing person. My name is Rob, I am the Manic Gaming Guy, and today we're in for a special treat because we're going to be overlooking this baby here. Let's go by my new thing, by the way, in these videos. I'm going to start putting a little car preview in the top corner as I start rambling on for you. And you can have something beautiful to look at rather than this crazy throwing faceness and whatever's going on with my acting and hands. But yeah, today we are going to review this car and take it for a little spin. We're going to first jump over to automation, where we will look over the stats of the car and what I did to it underneath the hood, and also a little more closer look at the fine detailing, as I've done pretty well on the interior in this one, I think. And then we are going to be taking this car over to BeamNG, where I have built a custom map with a little bit of a time trial where we're going to be sending this car down and seeing if it can hit the #1 spot in the leaderboard. That's the word, leaderboard, that we got. So if you're really enjoying this sort of stuff, please hit that like and subscribe, because I make these quite frequently, and I'll see you later on in the video. Here's automation. And here we are in automation, and what a delightful car we get to look over today. This thing is blue. Yep, very blue, very light, very fast. I would say it's a Metro, MG Metro, or you could maybe say it's close to a Bad Boy Nova. It's an 80s car, 80s hatchback, an old banger that has been modified to the, I'm trying to think of a word that wasn't a swear word, because a swear word came into my head then. It's been max, there we go, it's been modified to the max. Don't know why that word just kept repeating over my head. And yeah, I've gone to town on it for you guys, so when I put it on the repository, you can enjoy the inside as well as the outside. I found a new mods that make the doors look like they've been stripped, so I'm very happy with that. I used the floor panels in the back to make it look like the boot have been stripped, and apart from that, yeah, it looks really good. I even put roof liner in, so that looks like it's been stripped, because I painted the car colour. I painted wheel wells as well. Look, inside wheel wells have been painted. So yeah, this is fully show spec off the rocker hatchback. Let's go through the stats, shall we? The panel material is carbon fiber. The chassis type is a monocoque. It probably shouldn't be. It probably should be space frame, but we're calling the fact it's got a roll cage welded to everything. It's a monocoque chassis. Carbon fiber. So apparently that's carbon fiber, or maybe we could make it carbon fiber. That would be pretty badass. But no, I like the blue. We'll keep it blue. It's a front longitude engine. The engine doesn't look right in its bay. It looks very low. But a little hint there, if you know what that engine is, you'll get a hint of what we got coming. Also, if you just look in the top right, you know what engine's coming. A double wishbone on the front and double wishbone on the backs. Yep, so the engine we got is the same one we used in the last... No, it's not. It's a new engine, isn't it? This is a Boxster engine. Let's have a click on this little button here. Boxster 6-engine magnesium block 3-litre dual overhead cam with an aluminium head material. It's 4 valves if we get that. So we're pushing out. Oh my god! How many? My quick mass isn't on point today. We'll just skip past that. It's got bullet steel crank, a lightweight titanium cam rods, and lightweight forged pistons. So there's your pistons. Well, this thing comes in the way. Look, get out my way. I want to look at the car. But then this thing just blocks it. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, what's the point of having that animation if we just go block it up with these huge info things? Makes no sense. A harmonic dampener has been adjusted to meet our specifications. Right, so we got to look into the top end of the engine now. Is it top end? Bottom end? Bottom end. Top end. Top end of the engine. We're pushing out 614 brake horsepower, so ignore the fact that it says 500. We obviously got a little bit more juice than planned. 437 newton meters of torque. So that's pretty nice. Good torque curve as well. It doesn't dip off, so you know you can literally change gear. Say it drops off 2,000 revs, something, so you can change gear 7,000 and still have plenty of woof in your acceleration and go-go-ness. The compression is like almost cranked to the max. The cam profile is quite sporty. I normally have them a bit more lower, but we're getting away with quite a sporty profile on this one. Springs and lifters are set to so, which are quite low, which is pretty good. Pretty good to have them quite low if you can get away with it. Obviously, any lower, we'll start losing that top end push. VBT all cams, blah blah blah. Yeah, 100% profile. So this is my flow graphedness. If you like to get your eyeballs on that. The VVL comes in at 6.5. I might have to, if you want to know how I tune my engines, I do have a tuner video. You can go find it in my playlist. I will have a playlist called Automated Tutorials or How To or something like that. And you'll find I've got an interior one that's doing really well and a engine to tune in one, which does NA and turbo, by the way. We're getting to 10,000 revs per minute, which is pretty good. Naturally aspirated engine. It's injection, direct injection per cylinder, which is ahead of its time. So you can tell the engine's been tuned up, not just the underside of the car, I guess you would call it, the corners, I like to call them. The intake is race, manifold's quite big. The fuel is ethanol blends, probably why I'm getting so much horsepower out of this car. Tubular race headers and header size, blah, 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 blah. All that's set to this graft and the stress graft. I use all those grafts, make sure I'm not blowing up the engine and it runs smooth and we get maximum peak horsepower out of a stress-free engine. So let's move on. Anything you want us to know down here? You may want to push the pause. Throttle response, as I tend to look at as well. Throttle response 102. Pretty damn good throttle response. Is it loud? Not loud enough, I think. 67 is pretty quiet. So yeah, there's the car we got. We could even convert it to one of these one day if we feel like it. Oh, that does look like maybe like a Ford or something, doesn't it? Or maybe like another MG. There's quite a few shapes there we can steal. Pretty good thinking, that's. We've gone for a nice beautiful blue colour. If you want to know what the colour name is, it's called Paint Clone. Now detailing, you can see the detailing, but I do like to point out I have 1, 2. Is there going to be a third one? I think just 2 downforce points on the front, and we got 1, and we got 2 on the back. 2 downforce creation thingamabobs on the car. All-wheel drive, manual 6-speed, and this car is fast. 260 miles top end. I'll just let that settle for you. 260 miles an hour this car will do. Look at it. You would not want to crash this thing at 260 miles an hour. I don't think even that roll cage would make you survive. Geared LSD differential. We're 80% in the rear. It does not like the fact we put most of the power in the rear because most of the weight's in the front. But I do that to make the car turn into the corners a bit better. So maybe I need to do another handling tutorial on how to get cars set for tuning. I think I've got one of those, you know. Another tutorial for you to go check out. Radial sports compound. We got 2 10s in the front, 2 10s in the back. So we're pretty symmetrical tyre width. Running 16s. 16s is quite big in a little car like this. They're probably originally had like 13s or 14s on. Maybe even 10s. I would not have been shocked if it had some stupidly small wheels. The profile of the tyre is 45. We're running magnesium material metalness. Ceramic disc, of course, and vented on the back. I had to go vented on the back because things were getting too crazy. It still locks up, even though I've got the settings set to so. Still need to improve my brakes for when it converts into sim racing. I'm always locking up the brakes. Is it just because I put ginormous brake discs on? Oh, I don't know. But they're always locking up. Got race diffuser on, active wings. So those are the wings that we were talking about in the pictures. That's these things. They will then coordinate you to be able to use these 2 dials, and it's I dialed in this. We've got a lot of downforce in the front and not so much on the rear. Normally a bit more reverse to that, but that's what this car liked. If I wanted to dart round corners really fast in high-speed corners, this is the setup I needed to do. I did take this car back and forth to BeamNG a few times to dial in my settings, just so you guys know it's not just a hit on a whim. Right, we got electric steering with assisted controls. This stuff you would probably not have. It probably should be rack and pin and none. But every time I put it on none, on BeamNG, you either get comfort or sport mode, which makes no sense. I've got no mode. It's got no electronics. It should be, you know, none. So I shouldn't be able to change the button at all. Quality settings, by the way, are 15/15 throughout the engine and the other details. Safety is standard. I should have gone basic. Why wasn't basic showing before? That's annoying. It should have been basic and dropped down. I dropped the quality down lows just so that it's super light. If you look at the things there, lower safety quality means less weight. So if I went basic, it would make this guy even lighter, but then I have to do all the retuning again, and I can't be asked to do that, so we'll skip over that. Optimum weight has been obviously optimized to the lightest as possible, and weight distribution has been thrown back. And we will look on design. We can see that it's got 43% of the weight in the front and 47% in the rear, which makes perfect sense. Imagine the rear of this car weighs like nothing. The fact that all the weight in the back will be accumulated from the fact the engine's been pushed back so far, it's actually adding weight to the rear end. So we have driving aids, done that one. Did we do talk about the wheels and stuff? It's 2 seats, by the way, because we stripped out the seats. So we put basic, pop the quality up, because that again will make it lighter. Lightness was the idea in this one. Make it light, make it fast, and make it nimble. And we did. We made it light, we made it fast, and we made it nimble. So that's the end of the automation bit. I hope you guys enjoyed the detailing and enjoy the specs. This will be on the BeamNG repository sometime soon, so keep an eye out for it. I've got another 2 more cars to add on, so I'll do them very shortly. Apart from that, I'll see you very soon in the next clip. Right, so we've had a look at this bad boy hatchback from the 80s. What do you think in automation? Has this car got what it takes to be #1 down the time trial? Well, it is definitely a handful, as you're about to witness in this mad little 5-minute video. I think they're roughly about. Do stick around for the whole thing, because it is off its rocker as I'm going down this hill. And I really hope you enjoy the little like the cinematics. I did the camera work myself, so I hope you enjoy that also. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying this video so far, and I'll see you at the end. Enjoy the little metro run. car down BeamNG.Drive UK themed map, which isn't available yet because I haven't finished it. It's about 4 months in the making. Yeah, it's a long one. But anyway, the car did it. It got a 1 minute 35. Darn it, I really should write these times down. I think it was a 1 minute 35. I'll put it in the editing, you'll see. I didn't take a screenshot. I'll just have to do some funky editing at the end saying, first place, you got a 4 minute 35 or whatever. 35, I don't know, whatever it got. I'm sure it's 4:35. I'm just rambling on now. If you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe because I do these quite frequently. If you've got any ideas for cars to build, throw them in the comments. And if I got the ability to make it and I think it's going to do well in my time trials somewhere else in my map, just put it in there and I'll give it a go. Apart from that, thanks very much for popping by. I will hopefully see you in the next one. Keep it real, stay safe, and share the love. I got it right! Whee! If you don't know, you don't know.